Hello, everybody. So, I have to get this out. Holy shit. Okay. So, for those that are over the age of 30, 35 approximately, you should know about the D.A.R.E campaign. You would have probably had them talk to you. For the rest of us, for younger, you probably know D.A.R.E as that weird anti-drug group that basically taught all your parents, your aunts and uncles, basically how to like take drugs and shit, because they do fucking demonstrations and they're stupid. So D.A.R.E coming back with a swing after basically what feels like 20 years of cultural irrelevancy, says HBO's Euphoria glamorizes drug use, sex, and violence. Now, I have not seen Euphoria. That sounds lovely. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, it very well might. And it very well might not do it in a good way. And it very well might not be a good show in the regards of just depicting those things. All of those could be 100% true. But the fact that fucking D.A.R.E of all organizations is the people saying it makes me completely discredit everything they're saying on principle. Now, D.A.R.E never talked to me. I'm too young. I was 4 or 5 years old when, they were going through like the tail end of their time in public schools. But it functionally did really just die in the 90s. Even so, the fact of the matter is that D.A.R.E, is an ineffectual organization that had zero impact. That actually, if you actually look at their numbers, kids were more likely to use drugs after one of their seminars, because for a multitude of reasons, on top of the fact that they basically taught you like they did demonstrations of how people take drugs and that you're not supposed to do this. That's one thing. The other thing is they demoned marijuana to such a heavy degree that it basically made teenagers go like, oh, they're bullshitting me on this. This stuff might not be as bad at all. And then they tried shit like heroin and cocaine, and that's terrible. But they were actually kind of right about that one. Regardless, the point is that, you don't like it's like when PETA tells me go vegan, it makes me want to go to the Popeyes drive-thru. It's it's an ineffectual, borderline traumatizing organization that was only put in schools despite 10 to 20 years of data showing that it did nothing, was not harmful to in terms of preventing people's drug consumption. The fact of the fucking matter is that boomer parents liked the concept. Boomer and Gen X parents liked the idea, oh, D.A.R.E's going to come into school and talk to my kids about not doing drugs. That's one more parenting thing I don't have it's one more responsibility I don't need to have as a parent. And that's just the fucking truth of it. I don't give a shit if Euphoria glamorizes drug use, sex, and violence, but I don't believe a lick of its harmfulness if that press statement is coming out of D.A.R.E's mouth. They could have had any other organization, even a fundamentally conservative one, and I would have given it a margin. They could have had 1 million moms come out against it, and that is a fucking banana boat monkey show of just irrelevancy and ineffectualness, and I would have believed that more. D.A.R.E should die, and I thought it died in the 90s, but apparently not. Their statement was, quote, rather than further each parent's desire to keep their children safe from the potential horrific consequences of drug abuse and otherwise behavior, HBO's television drama Euphoria chooses to misguidedly glorify and erroneously depict high school student drug abuse, addiction, anonymous sex, violence, and other destructive behaviors as common and widespread in today's world. So I just want to say that drug use, addiction, violence, I don't understand why anonymous sex is a bad thing, but I don't know, whatever. Sorry for this pause. I'm just overwhelmed by just the stupidity of this. Like the rest of the war on drugs, D.A.R.E is a failure, and it should be left in the waste bin of history.